All right, this is SAT Prep. We're doing test 1, section 4, and this is number 27. So this is probably daunting when you first look at it just because it's a lot of words and a table and then a lot more words, but let's work through this. A square field measuring 10 meters by 10 meters. So let's go ahead and picture what that looks like, right? So like we're looking at a square field. We'll call that 10, right? So I made it half and then I cut the halves into fives, right? So that's 10 meters by 10 meters. Okay, so this is our field, right? 10 meters, it's like a grid. 10 students mark off randomly selected regions in the field. Each region is a square that has a side length of 1 meter and no two regions overlap. The students count the earthworms contained in the soil to a depth of 5 centimeters beneath the ground. The results are shown below. So each of these 10 students count one little square. So somewhere in here, right, they picked a square that is 1 by 1, right, and they did 10 of them. So let's just, you know, so there's 10. I'm just being lazy. So 10 little squares. Okay, so that's 3, but there were 10 squares. So they chose 10 of these little squares, right? And here's how many earthworms were in each of those squares. Which of the following is a reasonable approximation for the number of earthworms to a depth of 5 centimeters beneath the ground? So here's the argument. This definitely adds up to something that's close to like a 1 and a 5 and some zeros. You can tell that because look at all the answers, right? So you could add them if you want, right? Or the argument could be that you say, oh, look, they're probably an average of like, this is about 150 each, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right here, right, they found, the students specifically, found 10 times about 150, which is 1,500, okay? But the students only sampled 10 squares, right? This is 10 by 10, so this whole space is 100 of those squares, and they sampled 10, meaning they sampled 1/10, right? They sampled 1/10 of the field, and in that 1/10 of the field, they found 1,500, right? But then I need to times by 10 to get the entire field, right? So if I'm approximating the entire field, I get 15000, which is answer C, right? I think like so if you just sum them, right? So these are the ones that they found, right? If you just sum them and you don't notice that that they only sampled 1/10 of the field, then you pick B. But it's C because if you draw it, you can see that they only pick 10 boxes out of a total of 100 boxes, and that's it.